Yeah, who you guys got? Just in the chat. 1 for Joyo, 2 for Growlii. They're both from the same clan, the Gold Clan, bro. Gotta invest in the gold, bro. Let's find out who can manage their investment more wisely on the kickoff here. Joyo all but 12 boost at 18 boost saved there by Growlii. Much smarter investment. Much smarter use of his investment, perhaps. That can often make the difference in 1v1. Growlii slots a bottom corner shot past his friend and rival to take a 1-goal lead. Now, for many of you, I'm sure this will be the first time you've seen Growlii play ones is what I meant to say. This will probably be the first time that many of you have ever seen him play, but actually he's been in about the one scene for more than a couple of years now. In fact, I found out about Growlii through his 1v1 ability in and about that bubble for ones for a while. Joyo is a much more recent addition to the one scene. Obviously, this guy has mechanical ability, he has creativity, and he's been working tirelessly on the fundamentals of his game as well, so I'm sure he's going to be a big test to Growlii, who historically has far more competitive 1v1 experience than Joyo. These guys obviously know each other really well. What a bump. Joyo doesn't even hit the ball again. That's to send a message to Growlii. Had the pre-flip onto the ball. Didn't, I think, land the reset as he wanted. And he didn't need to. He just powered straight through the ball and bumped Growlii away from the save. What happened to Drali? Yeah, I might not have made it clear enough that Showmatch was happening. Growlii attempting a pogo there. Joyo not going to need to worry about it just yet. Yeah, what happened is I told Drali I might have a Showmatch for you at 11:30 PM tonight. The good news about Morocco, the good thing about Morocco as someone from the UK is that it's the same time zone. So I just said 11:30 PM, which is the time for me. When we started this, lovely pre-jump save there by Joyo. And yeah, he said he was available, and then I said nice. But I think that wasn't clear enough. I probably should have done a little bit of a better job of saying let's do it or something, or see ya then. I think that's on me. I just said nice, and then he probably thought that he would get another follow-up message, I'm assuming, to confirm that yes, it is going ahead, beyond me saying I think I have a match for you. So yeah, on me. I'm sure we'll be seeing Drali very soon. He's getting back to his best, that young man. But shout out to Joyo, always ready to jump in to the ones arena and show everybody what he's about. I mean, he's definitely playing ones in this match, similarly to how he plays threes offensively. Just extremely creative, extremely aggressive, extremely mechanical, extremely difficult to read. But defensively, Joyo's been making improvements in his game. And I think it's a defensive game, it's the kickoff game that really, for me, have drastically improved for Joyo. Oh, beautiful slot after the offensive corner challenge goes well. Growlii already up against it. Now, Growlii, like I said, has got quite a lot of 1v1 experience from back in the day, but I'm not actually sure if he's been playing too much ones recently. Now, obviously, historical 1v1 experience does help. It helps you just get into the mindset of being an adaptable player, switching up your challenges, kickoffs, offensive strategies. So, you know, having 1v1 experience even from a long time ago does help you in the current. It's just the mechanics and the list of shots that you might have to worry about on any given day that will have changed as the meta develops. Yeah, he's looking pretty sharp at the moment. Joyo's played a good game here. Growlii hanging with them, only 1 goal down. These two, of course, have decided to wager their major spot. I'm not sure if Psionics are okay with it, but we didn't bother asking them. It's probably a more of a ask for forgiveness instead of permission kind of thing anyway. But like I said before, you know, we didn't get to see... Beautiful flick by Joyo, that's absolutely unreal. We didn't get to see the tiebreaker between Hogan Mode and Moist for the major spot, so they've decided to just put it on this match. I think it's a very appropriate time to write boom. That's 4-2, baby, says Joyo. The power slide started the landing there. There's the kickoff from Joyo, delays the kickoff. He's going to go for the corner boost. He flipped forward a bit too side onto the ball there, wanted to play for a bit more of a creative shot. He somehow pulled a double reset out of a very awkward position. Growlii at a boost deficit, manages to find a demo at midfield. So yeah, that's what Growlii's playing for here. Hogan mode qualify for the major if they win this. Moist will have to try again. I mean, they're still going to be at the World's Wildcard, but this will obviously be the end of the season for Moist. Apart from the World Championship, of course, if Joyo's not able to win here today. But he's not playing like that much pressure's on him. I think he's looking brilliant. Even though he's got the entire weight of the Moist organization and his team on his shoulders. Okay, now that I've left a big enough gap for somebody to clip that and send it to their friend, how many people do you actually think would believe that? Like, how many people we got watching right now? Like 2,000 or something? Like, as a rough estimate, how many people in out of 2,000? You've got to remember that the average person is very, very dumb. How many people out of 2,000 do you think fall for something like that? Like, wow, the pros are wagering their major spot on a 1v1. Incredible, and it's all tied up. It's on a knife edge. Moist major spot in the balance. 300, none, 2, 3. Wait, they're not. It's a great save by Joyo. He's got the counter-attack wide open here. Growlii in a lot of trouble. Joyo getting a big flick at the end of that. Kind of pre-flip attempt on that there, but nothing Growlii couldn't handle. Drali snipes Joyo on the landing. How's his ball control? It's looking good. Joyo with a pre-flip. Can't get it past him. And trails by 1. Growlii should be dropping a great pass in the chat here. He does. There's a great pass. Perfect timing. And that was fast enough that you know he didn't hear me say that on stream. That was his own intelligence that kind of directed him towards the great pass. Waited for the right time to do it as the replay came in. Will Joyo respond? We've had so much quick chat tonight to entertain us on top of the gameplay. I don't know if Joyo will actually really be too happy with the kickoff goal, though. He doesn't really enjoy kickoff goals, Joyo. Not a big fan of them, not a big fan of demos, especially the least favorite thing in the game. Kickoffs involving demos. Joyo lunges into a challenge. Growlii has got some boost to recover with, but Joyo will go up in the air, and with little time left, plays for the double tap. Growlii knocks it into the back corner. We need some Vatira versus Growlii. Hey, if Vatira's available, I'll put this out there. Listen, Growlii's told me that he is available before NA RLCS on Saturday. So if Vatira's available to 1v1 Growlii right before NA RLCS on Saturday, that's like 6 PM France time, I'm down. I am absolutely down. But he's very busy, obviously, after qualifying for the major. He's been enjoying life, enjoying the good weather, and that might just be in. It is in. Growlii snipes it from distance. Joyo was on the retreat, but not urgently enough. Absolute launch from Growlii as he sends it the full length of the pitch into the back of the net. And just like that, he is 1/3 of the way there to getting his team to the major. Hogan mode might see international competition yet. Yeah, Vatira versus Growlii is definitely a grudge match, you know. Vatira ratioed Growlii, Growlii ratioed Vatira. They both eliminated each other from regionals this split. There's been deleted tweets, there's been trash talk, and I think it's time that they settle it on the pitch. But yeah, Vatira's not busy this weekend. All of you Vatira fans can let him know that 6 PM France time Saturday is the one time that I can actually host that match. Honestly, apart from that, I don't think I could do it in the next week and a half because I'm going to be very busy in real life. Oh, wow. No way has Joyo scored this well. That's composure from Growlii, not to panic there. Joyo somehow snuck a shot on target, and I really do mean snuck there as he absolutely surprised Growlii with it. Not often you see a reverse at pro level. Looking like a smart play, but Joyo pulled one off there. How many of you guys heard Joyo's scrub killer impression as he signed out the Chalkcast the other day? Give us one in chat if you were tuning into Chalkcasts on Monday. We had Joyo and Rise on as guests, and Joyo signed off the show as scrub killer. Phenomenal impression. I've got to apologize to all the Chalkcast listeners who went to watch on YouTube The initial upload, for some reason, decided to cut short 30 minutes. So the final 30 minutes of the show, not actually in the YouTube video, it's going to be re-uploaded. Yeah, if you check back later, you'll see the Joyo outro in Scrub's voice. Absolutely incredible stuff by Joyo there. Yeah, before we get too deep into this match, you know, speaking of podcasts, did you guys see the other day, what was it? The First Touch boys played in some NA tournament and they beat some players I've never heard of, and they were actually like, we need to make a montage out of this. This is the biggest wins of our careers. And they genuinely think that they could beat the Chalkcasts in 3v3. Those guys better be grinding between now and Worlds whenever we decide to do that show match, because I can promise them, and this is not even remotely, not even for a split second am I exaggerating. We are going to play exactly 0 hours of practice together. They better be practicing from now until Worlds if they want to, you know, make any of the games respectable in the sweep that we will put on them. So yeah, we're not gonna play at all. We don't need to play at all. They are not. I watched the gameplay. Those guys are absolutely terrible. What are they doing? Like, First Touch, you guys better be practicing between now and Worlds. You guys have got some serious work to do. Yeah, beautiful finish by Joyo. Meanwhile, he plays for the awkward touch here. I think actually Joyo in that one sequence hit more chain dashes than First Touch have ever scored goals in all their months of playing ranked together. Like, whenever they play ranked, they just go on a massive, like, generous donation spree of ranked points. Like, if you guys ever get word that First Touch are playing ranked, queue up, get all the fam together, get all the boys in. It is just absolutely free. Like, everybody, you want rank points, just play when they're playing. And this is from someone, I've played ranked with the Dazzler and Enrolled before. They dragged me down to their level. Like, we were donating rank points left, right, and center. I think we lost 9 in a row. And then finally in the 10th game, I decided that's enough for one night. Absolutely hard carried the game. Top of the leaderboard, as usual. And we finally got one win. So, you know, I'm speaking from experience here. I've seen it firsthand. Oh, Growlii's just so sneaky with nice choices. He's so sneaky with these positional plays. He's actually completely caught Joyo out there. That's amazing. What a touch. Joyo gave himself a lowercase boom in game 1 when he took the lead by 2 goals. Now he's given himself an uppercase boom for own goaling. My kind of player. Oh my word, don't scare me like that. I thought he sniped the crossbar with that open net. Joyo isn't cut for once. He can't focus for 2 seconds. Listen, he's improving. He definitely is improving. The thing with Joyo is that a lot of his 1v1 plays that don't go right are kind of just blatant mechanical plays. He's testing himself. He's, you know, trying to figure out where his limits are, and that does get him in trouble sometimes. But it's really, really fun to watch, because you can tell that he's got the potential, and he's just trying to figure out, okay, what works, this doesn't work, that does work, let's not do that again. It's all a learning process for Joyo. It's one of the things that makes him such a dangerous player in threes. It's one of the reasons he's so cutting edge in terms of mechanics. He's willing to try just about anything. If it exists, Joyo's probably tried to score with it in ranked. Growlii, meanwhile, a lot more about the fundamentals. He was complimented after their most recent top 3 in the EU Spring Regional 3 for the RLCS season that just finished in terms of its online portion. Oh my word, what a finish by Joyo. That's otherworldly. Yeah, Drali was complimented by Atto on the timeline. Atto said, that's Atto from Team Liquid, one of the absolute best players in the world, saying Drali is genuinely turning into a very good player. And he's not wrong. Drali in that third regional and just in this split as a whole played brilliantly. And it's just it's simple stuff. Although by simple, these days, simple has really taken a new meaning. compared to even a year ago. Simple now just means one flip reset. That is what is considered simple. Complicated is whatever Joyo's doing. Growlii's like just sitting behind the ball, waiting for Joyo to be done, and then pops it into the open goal. 26 seconds left, actually a long time here for Drali to work with. And that'll be a possession for him if he plays it right here. He does. And Joyo immediately lunges in, makes the most of his boost advantage. Drali going for the back corner. He better be quick about it. Joyo's right behind him. And Drali actually got bumped into the play. Joyo looks at demo in the back corner. He's spun his car around while chain dashing. That's going to slow down any incoming challenge. Growlii air dribbles it high. Joyo keeps it out, and I think that's going to bounce on 0. It is. Joyo ties up the series 1-1. Joyo's brilliant. I mean, anyone who watched his first show match would have seen potential. Anyone who's seen his second show match would have seen that, potential. But now we're seeing that potential be realized, I think. And he's playing against Growlii, who's not one of the absolute best in EU right now. But as you can tell, Growlii from his recent RLCS form is in shape mechanically, and you can tell by watching how he positions in this 1v1 that he really does know what he's doing, as Joyo actually just reverses into Growlii there to keep him a little bit more stuck in place. Yeah, Joyo's constantly trying to trick Growlii pretty much. His whole idea with the way he's playing is, let me try and hit the ball one more time than Growlii saw. Let me just try and get one extra touch on it, or one extra touch on Growlii as he tried there, that my opponent can anticipate. That was extremely ill-advised, though. I mean, this is the kind of aggression that can sometimes get Joyo in trouble. He's got no boost there. He's flipping away from his goal, flipping away from the ball to try and bump his opponent into the corner. A bit smarter here, though. That obviously had a lot of upside to it. Joyo trying to fake a flick into a reset low to the ground, but he's obviously going to have a lot of difficulty pulling that one off with consistency. Growlii, momentary open net for him. Doesn't get the wave dash that he wanted, but still puts a decent shot on target. Tries to floor pinch it with the second attempt. Joyo with 13 boosts hiding behind the ball. Small pad mode for Joyo. Growlii plays for the air dribble. That's one reset. That's two. In an attempt to get a useful touch on the ball, he actually just concedes possession. Lean back reset by Joyo. Flipped into this. Now the pogo. That's a good takeoff. He's got options here. Still has a flip. Growlii just ignores all of that. Stays steadfast right in front of him in the net. And easily saves it. I think Joyo's the most mechanical of all pros. I mean, I think Joyo's got incredible mechanics in a lot of areas. I've spoken about this at length before, but I'll cover it. I'll cover it briefly because I think it is an interesting topic. And we've always got new viewers shooting in every now and then. But yeah, when you guys think of mechanics, most of you will probably think flip resets, double taps, anything that's flashy. I don't think that's what the mechanics means. I think mechanics means anything that you're actually doing, anything that you're doing with your car in the game. Whether it's hitting the ball by moving your car, whether it's recovering quickly by landing properly with your car. Anything that you're doing with your car, it could be considered mechanical. Now, if we're talking about one of the flashiest pros, yes, Joyo's absolutely one of the flashiest pros. If we're talking creativity, I agree as well. He's absolutely one of the most creative pros. But if you say he's just the most mechanical pro, I would disagree, because I think he does fall short when it comes to some of the fundamental mechanics. However, he is a massively improved player with his fundamentals compared to even last season, where he was a lot more weak with the fundamentals. And the most simple fundamental mechanics are being able to flip straight through the middle of the ball every time you 50-50 it, so you can get the biggest hitbox, the best hitbox possible. Being able to execute every shot with maximum power. Being able to just do all of the recovery techniques that you need to do to be as smooth and as quick around the pitch without using any boost. Well, at least more than you need to. Well, Growlii almost own goal there. Joyo's way back in his corner, but still going to get a free shot off the back of this. Growlii with a save. Lands outside his net, but still gets his boost stolen. Yeah, most mechanical players, I think Zen, Naupo as well, obviously unbelievable mechanical player. Daniel, Rawas, TRK, all ridiculous. You know, you've also got to give a shout to players like Yan, First Killer, Atto, Oski. Yeah, they're all extremely mechanical, but yeah, Vatira as well. You know, a lot of all these guys are ultra mechanical. But what makes them, I think, so mechanically sound is the fact that they don't really have any weaknesses. I mean, you think about players like Zen. What weakness does Zen have mechanically? You know, where's the weak spot? There isn't one. Where's the weak spot with a player like Rawas, Daniel, player like Atto? You know, these guys are just so well-rounded. That's why I think that I'd say that they're the most mechanical players. But if you're talking about flashy mechanics, if you're talking about freestyling on your opponents in RLCS, if you're talking about coming up with more creative ways to score than anyone else in the scene, then yeah, you've got to talk about players like Joyo. You've got to talk about players like Ahmad. These aren't players who are the most well-rounded mechanical players, but they're definitely up there. You know, they're not far off. And yeah, they're all, I mean, like I said from Joyo earlier, improving all the time. Constantly improving, constantly ironing out the weaknesses, and constantly trying to become a more well-rounded player. That's a really good snipe from Growlii. Joyo says crowd goes mild, lucky goal. He might have hit it on his screen. It was pretty close. Yeah, Growlii and Joyo are very good friends. These guys, I think, talk a fair bit outside the game, so I wouldn't take that one too seriously, the Joyo comment, before anyone gets too worried that he's entering his toxic arc. Joyo's such a nice guy that he could just be completely blatantly toxic, and I still don't think anyone would mind, but let's see, can he come back? Floor pinch lining up here. Growlii closes the gap brilliantly. The awareness from Drali was on point there, spotted the floor pinch. Can he identify what Joyo's doing here? Yes, he can. Ceiling challenge by Growlii. And he flew all the way to the ceiling to get that. He didn't drive up the wall. 2-1. Double match point Growlii. As we go into game 4. Growlii, I pre-jump no reason, says Joyo. I mean, Growlii did, he read it pretty well. Gotta give it to him. He read that play pretty well. He read the previous play pretty well. Growlii's making some very smart plays and some very low-risk plays. And he's reading Joyo. Starting to get a read on Joyo's offense. Growlii saying, see you in Boston. I hope Growlii is good. Hope he is going to Boston, even though the team didn't qualify. Well, that's a goal. That is, you know, no debate. One way to put the ball in the net. Just a mid-air 50-50 followed by more resets. Fair enough. You know, when somebody scores one of them on you, you just have to say, Astro would have made it better. Lucky. Pretty decent goal there by Joyo. I don't know how on earth he's recovered off that. I don't know how he even came up with that. But, you know, I say that, but I can tell you exactly why at the same time. It's because he tries. How does Joyo come up with stuff like this? It's because he goes for it. It's because he does it in his practice games. He does it in his ranked games. He does it in show matches. That's how he can pull off these incredible moves under high pressure, in high pressure situations in RLCS. Not many players out there trying the shots Joyo pulls off. Is the stream title wrong after all this time? I thought I updated it. Is it still say KSA versus Spain? For goodness sake, I'm such a bad streamer if it does. It's like, what is that now? 20 minutes? Game 4. It's still wrong. I'm trying to load it. I can't even see. It does still say. That's incredible by me. What am I doing? That's another decent mid-air 50 by Joyo, by the way. I just noticed that one on the replay. I was watching my dashboard to see if I had the title right, but then I saw in the replay, Joyo's done it again. What is going on? I wonder if that is just the future of aerial challenges. Everybody getting a reset on the ball because you can, and you know that just gives you a faster recovery, gives you more options, either mid-air bump or flip back to the ball again to get another reset, or just having a wave dash when you land. Beautiful save by Joyo. Notice the air dribble bump long before Growlii connected. Growlii trying to surprise Joyo with a challenge from behind. Joyo spotted that, but failed his reverse flip into a reset there. Little half flip, quarter flip, inverted half flip combo by Joyo. Not in that order. Definitely keeping Growlii guessing, and also keeping Growlii scoreless in game 4. He's just wave dashing on every single surface he can. You know, every time he does this, Growlii will hear a flip. You'll hear the boost being used, and you'll wonder, is that Joyo challenging? Is he coming to make a play on the ball? Talked to Joyo pretty recently about, he said he's playing ranked 1v1 a little bit, and he said this is what he's doing right now is how he described his playstyle. Full chase, just absolute full monkey see, monkey do. He's pretty good at it, I've got to say. Steals the boost away from Growlii, bumps him off it, and that actually forces him to own goal. 3-0, massive turnaround. What did Joyo do differently? Well, he just glued himself to the ball. He realized that he might be leaving the ball a bit too much, and that's giving Growlii openings to actually score goals. Great resistance there by Joyo to not dive into the corner for the gold, bro. At a bad time, bro. Played the ball instead, and now he's going to go for a 4th goal. Joyo, plenty of boost in reserve. Ends up ahead of the ball though, and Growlii skips away from the potential bump. Slots in his first goal of the game. Remember, he's the one to match point here despite the dominant game 4 from Joyo. Yeah, if your opponent is playing like Growlii, if they're waiting for you to lose control of the ball, if they're waiting for you to make a play on the ball before reacting, playing like Joyo, if you've got the mechanics to do it, if you've got the speed to do it, is one very viable way to completely demoralize it. Because if you just constantly have a slight boost advantage and you glue yourself to the ball, your opponent can't really do anything. They can't get you off the ball. Of course, you need to be denying boost the entire time if you're going to make it work. Well, that's a big miss by Joyo. Great pass to Growlii though, as the lead gets cut to 2 there. Growlii's in the ball. This is getting a bit scary for Joyo here. Nice composure. He's going to try and air dribble all the way to the ceiling in the counter attack. Not a lot of boost left over. Not much height on the flick either, but the follow through bumps Growlii out of position. Is he going to make it back? He is. Joyo once again says no to the back corner boost. Growlii will demo him as he moves across to the other side of the goal. Good chase by Growlii, just simple again, just sees where Joyo's headed, patiently follows after him. Mid boost belongs to Joyo, so does the possession. Double reset, no third by Joyo, but he still gets a favourable dunk at the end of it all, but look at the boost management by Growlii, this is so smart. Fakes a wall play, cuts in field, Joyo's pre-jumped, perhaps anticipating said wall play. Drali could play for another demo here, decides against it with 20 seconds to go. He doesn't get much of a bump on the ball. Joyo got taken briefly out of the frame, still recovers and doubles it in. Joyo was prepared for that. He already had his car upside down to recover if he gets bumped into the ceiling. And that's all he needed to get moving back towards the ball again. Little pre-flip into the open net. Joyo could just win this with a bump on Growlii. Decides against it. Trying not to commit, Joyo. Doesn't want to give a freebie to his opponent. He's got the game won. Does not need to take any more risks. We're going to decide this one in game 5. It's ace match time between Joyo and Growlii. And, oh, Growlii brings out the clown car. He was talking after game 4 about the big guns. It's the Karmian Corp clown car. He's got the wheels, he's got the boost, he's got the hat. This has immediately tilted Joyo. It's under the skin in 3 seconds. I wonder if the Karmian Corp is any kind of dig at Joyo, or did Growlii just have this one in his back pocket for Vatira? You've got to wonder. You know, with Vatira versus Growlii being discussed, was this car prepped for Vatira? It really just shows you how much this game means to Growlii that he's willing to use it against Joyo. Could have saved it for Vatira, could have kept it in his back pocket. He's whipped it out. And already it's looking pretty good for him. Joyo's got no boost. And he's got no way of saving that long shot. Actually doesn't look half bad. You know, a lot of clown cars look completely ridiculous. This one doesn't even look too bad though. Like, the Karmian Corp lines actually kind of match the rocket trail. The lines in the rocket trail. Oh, nice job again by Growlii. Just so simple. Making Joyo look silly. Joyo expecting Growlii to air dribble there, lunging in for the challenge. He's expecting an air dribble or just a heavy touch followed up by another shot. Growlii's a brand building machine. He's built himself a very impressive resume at the end of this season with the Hogan Mode results, a lot of which is credited to his own individual contribution. But it's his work on Twitter and it's his work in the garage afterwards that's really been impressive to me. And not so subtle, but very effective touch as well, adding the French flag. Now Growlii trying to surprise Joyo with a zero boost approach. Looks like Joyo wasn't too bothered by it. Joyo adding another layer to an old faithful move there. The little cut and then pop backwards is a classic for 1v1. Joyo added all that in with a follow-up dodge into the ball as well, giving the ball another change of direction. All of France are gonna hate Growlii. I don't think all of France, maybe the Karmian Corp fans, but there are more French fans than the Karmian Corp fans, of course. I think like a lot of the you know, more OG French fans respect the trash talk, and they actually respect a lot of the players outside of Karmian Corp. But obviously the Karmian Corp Ultras, they don't know anything except Karmian Corp and supporting them. So yeah, probably anyone who beefs with or plays against Karmian Corp will not get a lot of love from the Ultras, but you shouldn't just lump all of the French fans in with KC Ultras. They're not all KC Ultras. Oh, there is crossover, of course, but not 100%. Joyo's had very impressive air dribble bump defense in this series. He's gone over the air dribble bump for one of the earlier saves. Now he goes to the side of the air dribble bump for this one. Lean back reset by Joyo. Another successful pogo, and the shot is good. Oh, it's perfect by Joyo. Growlii gets clipped on. He drops a lucky in the chat, but we all know different. Joyo is disgusting. Completely undeterred by the clown car. Completely undeterred by the consistency of his opponent. Completely undeterred by the previous failures of some of his other highly mechanical plays in this series. He's hit a lot of wonder goals, but he's also had a couple of pretty big fails, but he doesn't mind. You know, it's all a learning process for Joyo. Never dwelling on the past, only thinking about how he's going to confuse his opponent with his next shot. Drali looking for back corner demos here. Joyo very safely high on the wall there. He was actually threatening a floor pinch there. That's why Growlii backed down initially. Joyo tried to pogo from the halfway line to counter it. Well, that one did fall flat. Drali straight through the middle of the ball after turning to face it. The Real Jar, thanks to the 5-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Before I forget, by the way, I do have to mention, did you guys see the incredible replies to some of the tweets this past weekend? Yeah, don't worry, that's an easy goal for Joyo, not even close. Stumpy Goblin tweeted out a banger after Karmine Corp were eliminated this past weekend. I think it was just a video of it raining, a video of rain outside his garden, in his garden. And his tweet was something like, the Karmine Corp fans' tears have arrived at my house all the way in England. We also had, I think, Corelli was tweeting. There was a lot of tweets about, Karmine Corp losing to Hogan mode because, just in case anyone is wondering, why is everybody on Hogan mode's side? It's because they're the underdogs. They're the massive underdogs there, and they got the huge surprise win. So everybody was obviously very excited about it. Karmine Corp being such a successful team this season, probably not that many people afraid of taking a slight jab at them. But I wanted to comment on the fact that some of the Karmine Corp fans are so soft, it blows my mind. I don't know how anyone is angry at Stumpy tweeting a video of rain outside his house and calling it Karmine Corp tears. If that gets you upset, you've got bigger problems than Twitter to deal with. Like, come on. You need to take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror. But if you don't believe me, go look at some of the replies. Oh dear, Joy's missing open net here. He's recovered quickly, though. I think quickly enough. Growlii's missing open net as well. Yeah, if you don't believe me, go find Stumpy's tweet and look at some of the replies. Absolute comedy gold. People were genuinely so upset. Another open net miss for Joyo. Can we get 4 in a row here? Growlii not going to get a shot off in time. This must be what it's like when apparently Jack's having a nightmare. You're just stuck in a 1v1 game in overtime and no one can win. Joyo going to try and shoot from distance here. Doesn't get enough on it. Growlii looking for the top corner. Nice recovery by Joyo. RB headed to overtime. Can Growlii keep it up? Oh, he almost did. That was ridiculous. It looked like it was bouncing, but he actually got under it. We do go into overtime. Delayed kickoff by Joyo. Sends the ball sideways. Growlii's got a free takeoff here. Shoots it straight past Joyo, who expected a slow play, and it is a ground shot to finish it off. Joyo thought Growlii was going to air dribble high here, but he just shot it straight past him. Not too far off there. And Joyo drops in. No, in chat. What a goal by Growlii. No, says Joyo. He's accidentally dropped the ball again. A Game 5 thriller between two great friends in the English Rocket League scene. Hopefully we'll see many more matchups between the two next season in RLCS. If Hogan would stay together, it'll make us all very happy. GG's mate, see you in Boston, says Joyo. Prime Joyo will get back and get the trophy for Moist. Let's get wet, says Growlii. Growlii's too wholesome.